2020. So I left my house, like sort of family-ish. So I was literally tired of what was going on, and I don't get depressed or stuff like that. I just wanted to just
change your environment.
And so I left my house. So I came to Lagos, and that period was really hell. But like, I'm so grateful I survived the issue and everything that happened, because I don't even want to talk about it, because geez, I suffered though. Like, it was really, I felt like God didn't even love me. Like, I didn't even have anybody there. Like, I just felt like, why is this happening to me? Like, what the fuck? Like, and I didn't want to do things I was going to regret, like leaving your parents' house. The friends that you told were supposed to be there for you weren't even there. Like, nothing. So just few people, and it was just a friend of mine in school, and I'll forever be grateful to her, because I had to, like, because the other friends, people I met, like, they were just telling me, oh, go and do this stuff, go and, just for money, because I couldn't survive. I was like, nah, I won't do that just because of I don't have money, and just imagine doing stuff that you're going to regret, and I don't want to just spoil my life like that. So I just had to just think of another alternative instead of staying there and following the advice, being with men for money, and that's not who I am. So I had to talk to the other friend, and she said, okay, no problem, just come to my house. So just look for things, something for you to do, since there's nobody to support you, like you're not in your house and stuff like that. So
let me get this straight. There was a situation at home, and you had to pack your bags and leave.
I ran away
without the consent of your parents.
Nah.
Like the typical prodigal son or typical prodigal's daughter's story.
And that's how Hero Daniel shared a video of him and Tolanibaj on his one of his therapeutic session, right? And he said people should go watch the full video in his channel as to get to understand who Tolanibaj is. Anyways, guys, I would like to tell you that this would be a long video actually, because there are lots of gist we have to touch right now. Okay, a lot is just happening in the house at the same time. Unresolved beef, this one, that one. We just have to attend to them right now. Welcome back to Stay With Me, just where you get the gist as their hearts. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do the needful, okay? Subscribe and make sure you turn on the notification bell. Thank you. You see the way this introduction go, right? Because this matter, the gist, and there is too much gist. Okay, so we'll start from here. Let's just read what Hero Daniel wrote. So I get that Tolanibaj could have handled certain situation better, but trust me when I say that I have heard her story and I can understand her actions only because she shared a bit of her story with me. If you can, kindly watch the entire session and you will understand. This is coming from Hero Daniels, because this Tolanibaj-ish is escalating to something else, because right now it is like Tolanibaj is the topic in the house as I'm talking to you right now, you know. But don't worry, just relax, take a chill pill. You would understand every gist and the happenings in the house as at today. Okay, see from Hero Daniels, Tolanibaj will be fine. I think the housemate could be more accommodating, really. Also, no matter how you perceive her actions, she really wants alliances and can tell she feels alone. Also, trying to get highlights isn't a bad thing. 120M is at stake. Okay, now let's enter the gist, guys. First of all, I'll be starting from the beginning so that nobody will miss any gist at all. Okay. Now, the thing is, we all know what happened with Tolanibaj and Tolanibaj earlier this morning, right? If you do not know, that means you are not sailing with us. Go back to the videos that I have posted, then follow, then you come here, because most of my video is based on follow-up, okay? So, Tolanibaj, Big Brother actually is calling the housemates in the diary session, and this time they are to stake for their wager, okay? I'm not going to be discussing the stake. I want to discuss what some of the diary session, and the people's diary session I'll be discussing is Tolanibaj doing CC, these three persons, so for a reason. Okay, so just calm down, guys. Let me gist you. So Tolani entered the diary session, you know. After she staked and everything, Big Brother would ask a question that, is there anything else you want to discuss with Biggie? And she said yes, and she started narrating what happened last night. She actually said something that, first off, she was having a conversation with New, you know. She was having a conversation with New. Tolanibaj came and came in between them, you know, understand? And she was like telling Tolanibaj that they are having a conversation, that she can come back later so that she and New would continue what they are doing. Tolanibaj now gave her 10 minutes for them to finish their conversation. Imagine Tolanibaj giving them time for them to finish their conversation. So before you know it, Ilebaye came back, and she and Neo were still gisting. Ilebaye just, came across them, just carry duvet, cover themselves, you understand? Not minding that she was having a conversation with Neo. So after she finished saying all of what she wanted to say, she was like saying she's not having a good day, that she's having mixed feeling, and she was like, maybe what happened earlier today was the reason why she's having this mood swing and all of that. So Biggie was like, okay. So she actually explained everything, and she said people have been saying she used some words. You guys are aware of some of the words, which is getting most of the ex-housemates pissed, So she was like, she did not use those words. Now wait till she talk. Okay, if she talk and we don't hear, but she literally used those words on her. But she said she does not use those words. Okay, so she even told Biggie that Big Brother can play the tape back. Then Biggie now asked her a question. Biggie now asked her that you said you sent Ilebaye out of that room. Do you own a room? Are you the captain of that room? Do you stay alone in that room? And you say Ilebaye is hopping from one bed to the other. Is Ilebaye the only housemate that does not sleep on her bed? Big Brother was asking her that question. She was like, Biggie, it's looking like I did something wrong. You understand? After Big Brother gave her woto in the diary room to let her know that what she did was not cool, she now left. But guys, can you believe that in the house, everybody in groups, Ilebaye this, Ilebaye that. That is her game. That is her strategy. They've been going to doing fraud. Will ask Mercy, tell Mercy, go and ask Doyin. Mercy was like, what will I go and ask Doyin? What will I go and ask Doyin? You understand? Why are you telling me I should go and ask Doyin? Now, Fraud now later went to meet Doyin, I was telling Doyin about what's up, that this Ilebaye-ish. Ilebaye says she wants white money. Now she says she wants Neo. Now, let me let you guys know, Neo have actually was discussing with Venita Mercy. I was telling them that she does not like neither Tolanibaj nor Ilebaye, that he wants to be on his own, that he's a free man. That aside. So, Fraud now went to, ask Doyin, about how will I put it, about what's up with Ilebaye, and that how is there a game plan for her, blah blah blah. Then Doyin now told this guy Fraud that, see, this thing is getting too much. Everybody in a group, everybody, they're in this house, everybody in their smaller number, everybody is talking about Ilebaye. This is giving, the big word. I don't want to use it. When somebody is treating somebody in a different kind of way, do you know what they call it? I don't want to use that word, because if I use that word now, YouTube go restrict my video. So guys, I'm trying to look for a perfect word to use for that thing. So Doyin was like telling Fraud. I love the way Doyin, replied to Fraud. Doyin told Fraud that they should please learn to mind their business. Okay, that whether this thing is Ilebaye's game or plan or not, it does not concern anybody. That in this house, everybody is busy discussing Ilebaye from one corner to the other, Ilebaye. That you guys are making us get uncomfortable in this house. You understand? Fine. It is okay to go and ask her yourself, but coming to me, it doesn't, jig. Fraud was like, it is you people would come and ask her. Doyin said, anybody that comes to me to ask henceforth, I will tell them to mind their business, because it is getting too much. Okay, so after Doyin and Fraud kind of have that face off, because Doyin was really not happy, she was not pleased. The way she answered Fraud was really like as if she was targeting, because of how they've been, carrying in Ilebaye matter on their head. So Doyin now went for her diary session. After she stayed, Biggie asked her, is there anything you want to discuss with Biggie? And she now told Big Brother that she is not happy, that they are actually, I want to call that big word. Let me spell it. BULLYING. You know that word, right? That they are doing that to Ilebaye. You understand? That they are doing that to Ilebaye, that it is not just fair. That Ilebaye told her this morning that she is feeling uncomfortable in the house. That every corner she's hearing her name from left, right, and center. Doyin was just angry, and at the diary session was telling Biggie that it is not just fair. Biggie now asked Doyin that, do you expect to be in Big Brother's house and you will not hear people discussing others? That it is not possible. You will definitely hear people talking, you understand? Because that is, you're in a confined space and in Biggie's house. She now said, yes, it is true, but the way they are making it look, that I think they are talking about the ish between Ilebaye, Neo, and Tolanibaj, should have been fair. But they are now making it look like, oh, is this our game plan? Is this our game plan? Is this our strategy? Is this our this? You understand? Making it look like one big ish like that. That is one thing she do not like. And Biggie now said, now you know that you cannot stop, people talking about, is Ilebaye your friend? She said yes. Then what you owe her is, if people come to you to talk about her, what you owe her is to defend her. Doyin now say she's trying her best to defend her, but that she's all telling them to mind their business. Biggie said it's not to tell them to mind their business, but defend your friend. Don't you know say she's trying her best, but the reason why she cannot grab on something and defend her fully is because actually Doyin is also wrong. Do you understand that actually Doyin is also wrong? Because but she cannot tell people there that she's wrong. People don't ask, okay, do you think Doyin is the Ilebaye is the only one wrong? She now said no, but most of the things she's doing, it is actually her fault. And I accept what Doyin was saying, but the thing is, she do not know how to defend her fully. That's why she's telling people to mind their business. You understand that it is really getting to her nerve on how they do not mind their business in the house again. So after Biggie told her that the best thing she would always do, that instead of telling people to mind their business, she should just learn to stand and defend Ilebaye. You understand? Because she was like, this is too much of B words, this is too much of B, you understand, and all of that. I know you understand what B is now, right now. So then after Big Brother finished talking to her, she now letting her know that there will definitely be that they will definitely talk about anything that happened in the house, and also she should just learn to stand and as in come up for Ilebaye, defend her, So when she left the diary, I felt emotional when I was watching Doyin's diary session. She was even feeling pain. Her voice was even kind of sounding teary. So when she left the diary session, she now went to sit beside Ilebaye and gave her a hug. Kai, I felt so emotional, guys. So that's that about Doyin right now. Okay, let's see what few people are saying before we now enter that of Cece and Pere. Guys, this is just too much. After Doyin's diary session, Kes posted, shout out to Doyin. Chomzi said, thank God for official Doyin. Like, I know they are actually feeling for Ilebaye right now. As per their levels, their sets, you understand? But now the question is, hope the way they are feeling for Ilebaye, are they feeling for Ilebaye that Ilebaye is right? Or they are feeling for her because of she's their season girl? If it was from other season, do they think what Ilebaye is doing is right? That is my own question. I mean, my own is always to be fair and square. Do they think Ilebaye is right, or they are just coming from the part of, because of she's their season mate? Because I know some of those housemen would have come for Ilebaye if reverse become the case. But right now, the way it is going for Ilebaye, I am saying it is not just cool at all. Coming from Toons said, didn't Doyin say she won't carry Ilebaye on her head? God, I beg, I am tired. Frankly speaking with Glory said, Doyin is doing the Lord's work in defending Ilebaye, a big sis. Okay, yeah, she's acting like a big sis, actually. That diary session really got me. Like, Doyin really got Ilebaye's back. And I love what Doyin... That's why I told you guys, Doyin is one plain person. She would come to your face and tell you, see what you did is wrong. And she'll come to your face and tell you, please stop telling me anything. She know they fear anybody. Doyin doesn't give an F about anybody. This is coming from Big Sam. That Big Sam was Angel's set and Angel's lover that period. He said, go to my room. Now your papa built her house. Lord, whatever Ilebaye choose to do in that house is her damn business. She's an adult. I am so pissed she's letting them treat her that way. Almost shout out to all the Shine Your Eyes housemates though. They knew my background that year and how it was affecting me, yet they me to see myself the sweetest way possible. Trust me, that was one of the biggest lessons I got from the show. Which one is go to your room? Like, say you follow carry her for belle for 5 months, my dear. And so we see her move for Tolanibaj Ando. And then he continues to say, stop what you're doing, girl. You are an igala, babe. In my opinion, this is your strategy not to jig. Back and front. The real show starts when this show is over. And that is true. The real show is actually when this particular show is over, because they have their real life. They are facing reality back. Coming from Nana, Big Brother Titan, she said, your fellow woman is totally not right. If she decided to be with everyone in the house, it is none of anyone's business. Is that your father's house in the first place? Some people are just, no common sense. Let the girl breathe. Then coming from J.I., Tolanibaj action on Ilebaye deserves a watching the video now, that's outright and that's the B word I was telling you guys of. And intentional from every angle you want to look at it. Look at what YouTube has turned me to. YouTube has told me I cannot even save things the way I want to say it. Guys, YouTube doesn't show me something. Anyways, let's enter the next gist as it hot. I wanted to divide this video into two, but no, I feel there is no need, okay? So if you're following the gist, you should follow it to the very end. So Cece, if there is one thing, Cece having this thing with Alex, and I don't know, I find it awkward that at this point, something that happened 5 years ago is still making these two people uncomfortable in this house. Now, look at Ike and Mercy from 2019, just how many years ago. Look at how they coexist. They do things together. Like, everybody's in their safe space. Why is it not hard for Alex and Cece? Now, it is giving me that two ladies are always the problem. Because of Ike is a man. That is why this thing could go swiftly. Maybe if Ike was a female, maybe it not going to happen like that. Shout out to all the men out there, because no, be the real G. What is all of this with ladies? Come on. Anyway, so Cece actually told Adekunle, they were having a conversation about Alice. And Cece told Adekunle that she doesn't want to have anything to do with Alice anymore, even in 100 years to come. That the only thing she needs is Alice to give her a space. I want to try to make this quick so that the video will not get more longer. So after everything, she went to the diary room and she told Biggie, because she had been waiting that she want to talk to Biggie, and she told Biggie that Alex is really looking for her, coming for her, and that it is not getting funny anymore, that now it is getting kind of physical, that yesterday that she was in the bathroom, she wanted to use the bathroom, and Alex still wants to use the bathroom, and she told Alex she wants to use the bathroom, that Alex had to, push her and go in. If Cece is saying the truth, what Alice is doing is not good at all. You understand? So she now told Biggie everything, and Big Brother encouraged her. You understand? And told her to always stand for herself. But in the way Big Brother told her that, the proper definition is that stand for yourself, always give the bad words, but make sure you do not break Big Brother's rules while doing them. Do you understand? Then after that, she's having issue with Pere, because of, obviously, Pere is getting close to Alex. So later on, the camera showed on them when they were having a conversation. To me, I was thinking it was Pere that brought that conversation. It was later, after their conversation, I get to know it was Cece who told Pere, but we'll get there. So Cece and Pere was having the conversation concerning Cece and Alex. Pere, what Pere did and what Pere did not do. Cece was telling Pere that if with the kind of friendship we have outside of the house, you understand, and you think you've not done anything wrong this past few days, then it is fine. This our conversation will not lead to anything. Guys, the conversation with Cece and Pere was just fluctuating from back, front, back, forth. Nothing reasonable we came out from that convo until the camera left there, because they are just arguing. If Pere wants to talk, Cece no go let her talk. Cece no let her talk. Pere was able to let Cece talk, but Cece no let her talk. You understand? When the camera went off on them, right? Then later on, then the camera was on Pere, Venita, and Angel. So they were now having the conversation. Angel was like telling Pere that the reason why this is happening is because of Alex is in the picture right now, which Cece told Pere though. So that Pere was siding Alex, even not minding her that is her friend, to ask to get to know about what's up, So, and truly, what Cece said in that aspect of Pere was trying to push some things so that you understand. He was being one-sided, and that was true. No joke apart. So then Pere was like telling them that she was even washing the dishes. You understand? When Cece was the person that told him that, see, I am free in case we need to talk, blah, 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 open for discussion. Before he now went to discuss. Then Venita asked Pere that, Angel asked Pere, what did you guys finalize in your discussion? Because camera did not show us what they finalized. And Pere now said that they did not finalize on anything, that Cece told him that he should be doing him, that she will be doing hers. Okay, that everybody should day their day. Hey, wahala. It is giving Cece brewing another kind of, not closeness again with somebody she was once close with outside of the house, because it is given they were quite close outside of the house. For Cece to be taking this so serious, it's given they are quite close. And truth be told, if you're close with somebody outside of the house, and with this period Cece and Alex thinking is happening, it is normal for Pere to check up on her, right? But I think Pere does not do that. He's just always on his own. He's not caring about anything. Then Angel and Venita, they were like, how can this thing be the problem for them since 5 years? They wonder, how is this thing even, possible? How we take Jake for ear, So they were just having the convo, and Venita was like, oh, see Ike and Mercy right now, that she's close to the both of them, but she does not let, things to come in between them. That's even when this one go come to say, I know they hear it from you, I know they see your spotlight. She go just find something cover, and even this other one go come. She makes sure she puts in the balance between two parties. Now, the thing is, even in as much as Pere move to Alex, but there is a way he would have strike a balance and still be, having convo with Cece and still be with Alex. But one thing I know for sure is, even if Pere was even giving Cece some attention, I think Cece would not be properly happy if Pere is close to Alex. And you cannot tell Pere not to be close to Alex because of, come this show to come carry person matter for head. I don't know if you get me. You understand? So now it's giving that Pere and Cece, they're just going to be their dating, and their next thing now you hear that they've had one or two banter. That's just how it is right now. And also, concerning this half media wager tax, Big Brother told what's it called, Adekule, that they were actually doing ad on their wager tax. Big Brother told Adekule that those ad is irrelevant actually, and they had to guys, this is their wager tax. I don't even know where I'll put it. Anyways, let's see one or two, just like maybe two, tweet from the social space, then we'll call it a day. Okay. Aisha de la Cruz says something definitely happened outside the house, because they can't have this much beef based off of what we have watched for just 4 days, and not even say it's issues of 5 years ago, because it is a smelling take. Toby is married and expecting his second child. Make them each other. I don't care. You understand? It's somehow, that's why I said it's awkward. I don't understand how something that happened 5 years ago because of Toby, and Toby is living happily with his wife, and maybe probably in a movie set right now, and now in the corner they see they carry beef around. Cece will always remain a bitter leaf, and it's cool. Everyone is seeing it now. 5 years later, no single change. Omo, I don't tire for this people matter. So guys, this is mostly the happenings in the house. Everybody's on Ilebaye. Anyways, it's giving her more edge. Now, guys, what do you think about all of this happening from Ilebaye? And I love how Doyin is standing out for Ilebaye. I really love that. And also for Cross and Pere and Cece. What's up? Let's talk. Okay, guys. I say make I update when I see the hot. That's what I always do. I'll see you guys later. Do not blink on this channel. Make sure you stay tuned, because now here you're gonna get the overflow gist. Bye for now, babies.